Hello, hairy humans. September is still Alopecia Awareness Month, and as we're winding down the month, I wanted to share one last video with you. This one was actually a special request from the National Alopecia Areata Foundation. They put a call out to all alopecians to share our personal superpowers. So there was a little bit of a script to it, and they asked several questions that they wanted us to answer. In addition to what my superpower is and what other alopecia superpowers are. So I'm going to share that with you in a second, but I just want to remind you this is your very last chance to donate to NAF. As I've said before in my previous videos, $5 would make a huge difference if you guys all did it. I set a personal goal of raising $420 for NAF this year. And that number is significant to me because I wanted to raise $10 for every year I've been on the planet. And I am 42. I am the answer to life, the universe, and everything just for this year. For any of you who enjoyed the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. So please consider donating to NAF because I haven't reached my goal yet as of the recording of this video. And I would really like to. So without further ado, here is the final segment in my alopecia series for this year. Thanks for watching. Hi heroes, my name is Chelsea and I'm super excited about this superpower challenge. My power is going to sound a little bit strange, but I can sum it up in one word: vulnerability. I found that being bald helps people be more open and vulnerable with me, and I in turn am more open and vulnerable with them. I think it's maybe because on some level my baldness reminds people of their own mortality, which is kind of weird to think about, but it really does help me connect with people, even strangers, on a much deeper level. I can't tell you how many powerful and deeply personal stories I've heard from complete strangers about how they've overcome cancer, how they've lost loved ones, and just how they've created meaning in some of the most challenging of circumstances. So at first those stories really did kind of overwhelm me because that's a lot to take on when you don't know somebody. But now I find that it really is one of the biggest gifts that alopecia has given me, because now I really know when you open your heart to other people, they open their hearts to you. And that's a beautiful thing. One especially heroic person in my life was my dad. He was kind of a quirky, fun, interesting person who was way ahead of his time. He built a passive solar house with self-composting toilets way back in 1980. He started a business that was a trade exchange where people would exchange services for services instead of money. And that business totally tanked, but he never let his failures stop him, which I think is pretty incredible. He was one of the most honest and trustworthy people I have ever known in my life. And it still baffles me that he chose to be a lawyer as his career, because that really doesn't really mesh well all the time. But I don't know. How do I describe my dad? He was just one of the kindest, most loving people, super friendly. He would go up and talk to people and share his brilliant mind, even when people weren't at all interested. But most of all, he loved his family with his whole heart. And he died almost 4 years ago, but he is still with me in spirit every day. I know it. So something I want to say to you, my fellow alopecians, when you're having a bad day, just remember, we are living this crazy, beautiful life, And we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's around the corner. We might have hair. We might not. And that's okay. That's one of the most beautiful things about life. And we need to take these challenges, embrace them, and know that these are the things that make us stronger. These are the things that give true meaning to our lives. Because I know for me personally, the most challenging things that I've been through are the things that have really made me a better person, and made me appreciate my life more. So remember, we're not meant to be happy all the time. It's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be happy. And you know, sometimes it's important to walk on that edge between joy and sorrow, and to feel all of those emotions. Because when you're walking on that edge, that's when you really, really understand how incredibly fragile and precious this life is, this crazy, beautiful, wonderful life. So that's all I have for now. Thanks for listening. I was happy to share with you my very own superpower. And I hope you have a wonderful day.